Good day everyone. Today we'll be discussing genetic diseases in humans. So most diseases, the phenotypes result from the interaction between and the environment. So some phenotypes are primarily genetically determined, like achondroplasia, while others are due to environmental factors, like mental retardation in persons with PKU. And some phenotypes result primarily from the environment or chance. Example is lead poisoning. So there are different types of genetic disorders. We have chromosome and chromosome abnormalities. We have single gene disorder and polygenic disorders. So mutations. So mutations can be inherited or acquired. So an hereditary mutation is a mistake that is present in DNA or virtually all body cells. So hereditary mutations can also be called germline mutations. Why? Because the genes change exists in the reproductive cells. So moreover, a mutation is copied every time body cells divide. Mutations occur all the time in every cell in the body. A cell's DNA repair mechanism can fail or be overwhelmed or become less efficient with age. Over time, mistakes can accumulate. So first, let's have Down syndrome. It is caused by non-dysfunction on the 21st chromosome. This means that an individual has a trisomy or 21st chromosome instead of the normal is 2 chromosomes. So what are the symptoms? Upward slant to the eyes, small ears, small flattened nose, small mouth, short neck, and small hands with short fingers. Low muscle tone, single decrease across the center of the palm, looseness of joints, small skin folds at the inner corners of the eyes, and excessive space between first and second toe. It also involves some degree of mental retardation from mild to severe. In most cases, mental retardation is mild to moderate. Next, we have Klinefelters. It is due to non-dysfunction of the X chromosome. So the sperm containing both X and Y combines with an egg containing the X, results in male child. So the egg may contribute to the extra X chromosome. XXY, males with some development of the breast, little body hair, typically tall and having small testes, infertility or result from absence of sperm. Then you have Turner syndrome. It is due to underdeveloped ovaries. So females who have Turner syndrome have short stature. WebN is only in humans. So bull neck and broad chest individuals are sterile. So mental retardation typically not evident. We also have sickle cell anemia. It is an inherited chronic disease in which red blood cells, normally kasi ang red blood cells are dish-shaped, but with sickle cell anemia, crescent shape siya. Para siyang paganyan. Like that. They function abnormally and cause small blood clots. So the clots give rise to recurrent painful episodes called the sickle cell pain crisis. It is classified as normocytic, normochromic, erythrocyte or red blood cell. It means that it has normal shape and normal hemoglobin concentration. So it is common in African American populations and was discovered over 80 years ago. We also have cystic fibrosis, monogenic, so the deletion of only 3 bases on chromosome 7. So may fluid sa lungs, potential respiratory failure, overproduction of mucose, and common among Caucasians. We also have Tay-Sach's disease. It is a monogenic autosomal recessive disorder. Central nervous system degrades, and it can cause death. So the enzyme deficient is the hexosaminidase A. Muscular dystrophy, yung muscles of the body get weaker and weaker and slowly stop working because of the lack of certain protein. So it is considered a autosomal dominant or autosomal recessive disorder. Hemophilia, it is a royal disease. The oldest known hereditary bleeding disorder can cause recessive gene on the X chromosome. One can bleed to death with a small cuts for people with hemophilia. So the severity of hemophilia is related to the amount of the clotting factors in the blood. So 70% of hemophilia patients have less than 1% of the normal amount and thus have severe hemophilia. We also have Huntington's disease. So it is inherited degenerative brain disorder and also known as Huntington's chorea. Chorea means dance-like movement and refers to uncontrollable motions. So it was first clinically described by Huntington in 1872. It is rare. Initial symptoms occur at age 30 to 50. That comes on average 12 years after the onset. So scientists have discovered that abnormal proteins produced by Huntington's disease gene, which contains an elongated stretch of amino acids called glutamines, binds to the binds more tightly to Huntington-associated protein 1 than the normal protein does. We also have phenylketonuria. PKU patients cannot consume any product that contains aspartame. So it is a metabolic disorder that results when PKU gene is inherited from both parents. So the deficiency of the enzyme phenylalanine that is necessary for the metabolism of amino acid. So phenylalanine is an essential amino acid and is found nearly on all foods which contain protein, dairy products, nuts, beans, tofu, and the like. Then a low protein diet must be followed, and very remarkable with this PKU or the phenylketonuria is the mousy urine odor because of the phenylacetic acid in the sweat. We also have Lou Gehrig's disease. It is amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. So this is a monogenic mutation and believed to make a defective protein that is toxic to the motor nerve cells. So the most common symptom is painless weakness in hand, foot, arm, or leg. We also have Adenoleukodystrophy. It is rare and inherited metabolic disorder that afflicts young boy Lorenzo Odone, whose story is told in 1993 film Lorenzo's Oil. So the fatty covering of the myelin sheath and the nerve fibers in the brain is lost, and the adrenal gland degenerates, leading to this neurological disability and death. So it is a demyelinating disease. Odon lost most of his bodily function and has been bedridden for 18 years. So Lorenzo's oil is a combination of two chemicals, erucic acid and olea- oleic acid, which people uses as medicine. So it was Lorenzo's parents who discovered that the mixture of fatty acids seems to slow the disease. The oil was not only used as treatment for adenoleukodystrophy, which occurs in children, but also adenomyeloneuropathy, which occurs in adults. We also have the most common diabetes. It is caused by not producing or not properly use of insulin in our body. So genetic mutation can lead to type 1 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes or juvenile diabetes reveals itself in childhood, while type 2 or the non-juvenile diabetes worsen with sedentary lifestyle. Again, type 1, it is more on genetic mutation, while type 2 because of sedentary lifestyle. So we have the three P's for diabetes. We have polydipsia, polyuria, and polyphagia. So we have extreme thirst, frequent urination, and frequent eating. So diabetes is the leading cause of the kidney failure and blindness. So neuropathy and retinopathy. And an amputation in adults can also lead to heart disease. With color blindness, it is an X-linked recessive disorder. So Individuals cannot distinguish between the red and the green color. It is more common in males than females. Albinism, patients are unable to produce skin or eye pigments and thus are light sensitive. They are autosomal recessive disorder.